I'm going to be working today for a while on my next acrylic on 8 by 8 by 1.5 stretched canvas, and it is my snowflake flowers. I made the flowers bigger and just kind of zoomed in on the scene that I was using. That's better. So that's how I get myself in a state of mind to do my creative work, whether it be music or painting. In this case, it'll be painting. And I'm going to be working today for a while on my next acrylic on 8 by 8 by 1.5 stretched canvas, and it is my snowflake flowers. I made the flowers bigger and just kind of zoomed in on the scene that I was using. So the background is gesso, and I used some unbleached titanium and white gesso, obviously, and some tiny bit of burnt sienna and a tiny bit of scarlet red. And that's how I got this kind of brownish pink background, but that's not going to be the background. So, okay, I'm going to get my camera set up from above and we can begin. So, I'll be here in a minute. So I've got a Princeton 16 filbert, a Trans and 6, or is that an 8? 8 filbert, and an Arteza 8 round that I'll be working with today. As I mentioned, I would be using some colors, titanium white, Liquitex. This is sap green, Xenicolor, emerald green Xenicolor, and this is primary yellow in Liquitex. Can you see that from up there? There it is. Okay. It was very warm the last few days, but it has gotten very chilly today. We had some snow, and today is very sunny, but the wind is really whipping up. So let me bring you in here to see her from a distance. The leaves have kind of blown her over some, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the end of this plant. But here she is. She doesn't look as big because of all of this that's happened since the wind came in. And here we are. Look at these babies. I've sure enjoyed them this year. My husband Marty is planning on opening the ground up some and seeing if he can let it spread out some more, because we're right here by this drainage swale that he created for the flows that we have. While I'm here, I'm going to take you over and show you our new azalea bush. Last winter we had the utility company out, and they destroyed our plant when they got stuck in the mud in our yard. Isn't she lovely? They replaced her for us. They they dug it up and didn't realize it and kind of threw it off somewhere, and it was dead, and so they bought us this new one. I think it's very pretty. I was surprised it blossomed already this year. And then we have all these little purple flowers in the grass. Not so much there. Over here, let's see. Look at these. These all grow all over the place. I know they're weeds, but I just think they're lovely. Anyway, let's get back to painting. One last view of that. And snowflakes from afar. There she is. Okay, I'll see you inside. Okay, so I think we're done for today. I don't think it's quite done yet. It's got a lot of places where the paint just did not absorb into the canvas. Could be the gesso that I used. It was supposed to be triple gessoed, but I always gesso it on its own. But I added just a tiny bit of color in it so I could have a background and work on the white flowers. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm talking about, and you probably have, if you're relatively new, have run into that. And there it is, all those little speckle things. And I've gone over it and over it with the paint, trying to keep it consistent with the coloring that I was using. And it still won't go away. So I may have to take it and use it as a Frisbee. Anyway, I'm working on my tulips next week, and I'll do a video on that. And if I get anything done or can resolve the issue with this snowflake flower painting, then I'll show you that. Anyway, have a great week. And if you like this video, I would appreciate a like. And if you haven't subscribed, I welcome you to come and look at my channel and subscribe if you will, because it really helps me out. So have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.